What is the latest research on ADD? The latest research in ADD has raised a host of complex issues. The increasing use of brain scans and follow-up research on the first generation diagnosed with ADD has brought several findings to light. Using magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) technology, it's been found that children with ADD have on average a smaller cognitive and motor control portion of the brain compared to unaffected peers. This is why children with ADD have worse fine and gross motor control in addition to poor attention span. This also means that while ADD may have been used by a few to avoid punishment for a lack of self-control or bad behavior, many with ADD did indeed have a difference in underlying brain structure to explain the issues that they had. Studies of young adults diagnosed with ADD who reach their mid-20s often have been found to have normally sized brains. In some cases, ADD was not a neural deficit, merely a slower growth rate of the parts of the brain such as the prefrontal cortex used to control impulses. Those who were diagnosed as teenagers did not always outgrow the disorder. The primary driver for ADD diagnosis was school performance. Once school careers end, young adults step into an adult world where their jobs and personal lives are more flexible and variable. This can mask the short attention span and lack of focus that teachers reported years before. More adults are being diagnosed with ADD. For these adults, the lack of self-control and focus has always existed, but the diagnostic testing and assistance for adults was lacking. This has resulted in many struggles in life that were not necessary had the person known about their ADD. Medications given for ADD are shown to be less effective over the long term than originally thought. Behavioral modification methods, such as training those with ADD to become highly organized, have greater long-term success. First-generation ADD drugs such as Ritalin may have stunted the growth of millions of young adults who took them long-term. The shift to second-generation drugs may or may not prevent this problem for children currently receiving treatment for ADD. Those with attention deficit disorder have been found to have a different response to dopamine than unaffected peers. This is why Ritalin has a calming effect on those with ADD, while it's stimulating to normal kids. This may also be a factor in why those with ADD have higher rates of drug usage and addiction than their peers. Make sure to get your free video report called The 7 Myths Your Doctor Doesn't Want You to Know About ADD. You can get that by going to www.learnaboutadd.com.